All participants, can we start? Sudah siapkah semuanya?
Siap, insya Allah.
Insya Allah siap, Bu.
Ya. Try to present your paper in English ya. Meskipun terbata-bata nggak apa-apa. Ya, bisa kita mulai ya, Mbak Host.
Ya, Ibu.
Sudah di-record?
Sudah.
Hello everyone. Have you take lunch? Sudah makan siang?
Sudah,
Yeah.
Ibu.
Nah,
Yes, I have.
Oke. Baik, kita akan segera mulai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. I'm Kusum Nurhayati as a moderator and Miss Anissa Sifaul Husna. Miss Sifa as host in our class, Cluster 7. Betul ya? Tidak ada yang salah masuk? Okay. Yeah, we are from Faculty of Tarbiyah and Education, Sunan Kalijaga State Islamic University. Warm welcome to all of you today. This is a great opportunity for me to be your moderator in this international conference on religion, science, and education, which is conducted in hybrid setting, in plenary session, and online setting in a parallel session in our class, Cluster 7. How are you today, all participants? Please give your reaction, emoticon in Zoom. Ada emoticonnya nggak di sana? Ada reaction nggak di situ? Okay, very nice. Okay, first of all, let's say thanks to Allah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thanks to Allah for giving us mercy and blessing, help and opportunity for this international conference. We should also always send salawat and salam to the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the second, I would like to thank to all participants in Cluster 7 who excited to join this international conference on religion, science, and education, especially on the topic educational technology and AI in learning. Artificial intelligence or AI is a technology that is rapidly growing and becoming more useful in various aspects of human life, such as industrial robot development, process automation, and control system, big data processing, business analysis, software development, and application in health, economic, and education. The goal of AI technology development is to improve efficiency, productivity, and ease in various aspects of human life. However, like two sides of a coin, the progress of AI also has negative aspects. This international conference will discuss AI from various perspectives so that we are confident in using it and aware of its limitation. I want to say to the presenter, we have 9 presenters from North Sumatra, South Sumatra, ya, Central Java, Bengkulu, Karawang, and East Java. Welcome to our Faculty of Tarbiyah and Education, Sunan Kalijaga State Islamic University in Yogyakarta. Thank you for your availability and presence to share your knowledge and experience with us in our cluster 7. This is the rules of for our presentation. The first one, you can introduce yourself, and then the allotted time for each presenter is 10 minutes, ya. Maksimal 10 menit. And question and answer session for all presenters will be conducted for dengan perkenalan. Nanti kalau ada pertanyaan silahkan dicatat. Kemudian ada waktu diskusi setelah semuanya presentasi di akhir sesi selama 15 menit. Okay, without further ado, let's dive into our first presenter, who is him or her. Lumaul Aidahaya.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Ladilahaya.
Okay. Please, time is yours. Can you share your screen or you need help?
Shifa'u.
Okay. Miss Siva will help you, Miss Lumaul. Check your voice, check your mic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, thank you for the time, and my paper is about development of an AI virtual assistant to assist teacher in providing personalized feedback to students. Next, Miss Shiva. Miss Shiva. Okay. For abstract, this research aims to develop and test the effectiveness of an habituated virtual sense design speech specifically to assess teacher at MI Ma'arif and Penaruban in providing personalized feedback to students. Tailored feedback can significantly enhance student understanding and achievement in the school. Utilizing an AI technology, this virtual assess is capable of analyzing student performance in classroom text, identifying areas that require additional attention and generating specific and relevant feedback. Qualitative methodology is employed in both development and evaluation pieces of this research. Conducted at MI Ma'arif and Penaruban, the study involves teachers and students of various age groups and educational backgrounds. The development of virtual assistant involves this, the design of an interactive interface and the development of student performance analysis algorithms in relation to the curriculum of MI Ma'arif and Penaruban. The virtual assess is tested within classroom setting to observe student technology interactions and gather their response to the provided feedback. Data is analyzed using qualitative analysis approach. The results portray the effectiveness of the AI virtual assistant in delivering personalized feedback, student response to the feedback, and teacher perfection regarding the utilization of the technology in the learning process at ICRSE and Upan. The finding indicates that the AI virtual assist holds potential in enhancing the learning interaction at ICRSE and Upan. Students acknowledge the benefit of tailored feedback while teacher recording this technology potential and aiding them to address individual student needs. Implication encompass further development in personalization and adaptation aspect, along with the deeper understanding of the dynamic between technology and learning in the context of MI Ma'arif and Open. And then for introduction, Michifa, education is cornerstone in shaping individuals and society, requiring innovation to adapt to changing time. Teachers play a vital role, but crowded classroom pose challenge for providing accurate feedback. Artificial intelligence or AI emerges as a promising solution with AI virtual assistant offering personalized feedback to students, aligning with their diverse needs at learning style. The research aims to introduce the development of an AI virtual assistant focusing on personalizing student feedback. Key considerations include personalized feedback to cater to disperse learning styles, leveraging AI for data analysis and tailored recommendation, and ensuring effective and intuitive interaction between the virtual assistant, teacher, and student. The interrogation of this implementation is expected to significantly enhance education, making it more effective, inclusive, and effective. AI technology role in education significant as paradigm shift, promising innovative and opportunities improve learning experience. Collaborative effort between education technology experts and the government and essential to ensure AI technology optimal integration for the benefit of students and society. AI technology is a powerful ally, not a substitute for human roles, enhancing education and guiding every student towards success, understanding and utilizing artificial intelligence fully and can unlock the potential for a superior and scale future generation, shaping a smart and more informed society. Next, for the methods, this study uses a qualitative approach, focusing on a case study to investigate how AI virtual assistant impact personalized student feedback in education. Research aims to deploy, understand the dynamic of AI technology in the classroom and its interaction with teacher and student. The research began by defining object, qualitative, and contextualizing the AI virtual assistant implementation. The structure and framework are then designed, including participation collection and data collection methods. Teacher using AI assistant and student receiving feedback are their primary participation. Data collection involves classroom observation, in-depth interviews with teacher and student, and gathering documentation like teacher notes and the academic result. The result inform conclusion and generation regarding an assistant effectiveness and asset aiming to illuminate AI technology potential in improving education. And then for result, there are three results. First, the study development and AI virtual assess for personalization student feedback at MI Marif and Upan. The virtual assistant was meticulously designed and tested, proving its effectiveness in providing tailored feedback to students. Students benefit from this personalized feedback, feeling more guided and motivation for improvement and support by survey data and interviews. Pilot experiment at MI Marif and Ubudaruban demonstrated the virtual access effectiveness in various classes, encouraging student responsiveness and active engagement. Key implementation include teacher training for effective AI virtual assistant, utilization, and seamless integration with the existing curriculum to align with learning objectives. The research underscores the promising roles and of AI-based virtual assistant, aiding teacher in providing personalized feedback. And then for discuss, the research showcased the impactful integrated of AI virtual assistant in providing personalized student feedback at MI Marif and Open Urban. Education expert positive response validates program progress in addressing personalized education challenges in diverse classroom. Teacher understanding and skill in optimal AI assistant utilizing and crucial for successful implementation. Comprehensive teacher training and ongoing support through forms and highlighted to enhance technology utilization in the learning process. The study aligns with previous research indicating that AI technology in education enhances student motivation and agreement, effective interrogation with the educational curriculum, and deemed virtual for achieving educational goals. Ensuring data security and privacy is equally critical due to AI's involvement in the learning process. AI technology continues to drive innovation and improvement in the education, fueling future generation towards tailored learning experience. And then for conclusion, this research introduces an innovative use to artificial intelligence or AI technology, developing a specialist virtual assistant. The purpose is to aid teacher at MIMARIF and Open Urban in delivering personalized feedback to individual students. The virtual assess capability to analyze student performance and offer customers feedback paves the way for adaptive learning. Research highlights the success of AI virtual assistant in providing tailoring feedback to each student. Students benefit from this personalized guidance, feeling support and motivated to enhance their performance. Teachers appreciate the technology potential in accurately understanding student learning needs. It's vital to remember that teacher role remains central with the AI virtual assess serving as a bridge tool. Ultimately, the research underscores that the AI virtual assistant development enhances education, making it more adaptive and personalized. It enables students to achieve their potential while providing teachers with a more efficient means of tailored guidance, fostering positive change in education for future generations. Okay, thank you for attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss Lumaul. I can see your full face. Where are you? Ya, nggak kelihatan ya mukanya ya.
Oh, sorry.
Please give reaction for Miss Lumaul. Okay, very nice. And then we will go to the next presenter, Mr. Muhammad Nur Wahid. Are you ready? Nur Wahid?
Yes, miss.
Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, introduce
I
yourself.
will share my PowerPoint.
Yeah. Time is yours. Just 10 minutes.
Wait. You see my PowerPoint?
The slideshow. Okay, you can slideshow. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
At this moment, I am Muhammad Wahid from Institute Alif Muhammad Imam Shafi'i and my partner Sophia Asar from ICRSE Bojonegoro. I will present my paper with the title Literature Review, the use of AI, artificial intelligence in mathematics learning. As we know, technology is developed rapidly, so efforts are needed to improve the quality of education, especially of the introduction of a more modern education system. One of the modern education system is teach with or use artificial intelligence. What is AI or artificial intelligence? AI is a technology that can be used by humans as a moving assistant like a robot, but its existence is in the form of a virtual display in a computer system. AI can be thought of as the brain of a robot. And then AI, with all its sophistication, has many benefits in the world of education and teaching. AI can collect, analyze, and process data efficiently, quickly, and accurately. AI can help develop more adaptive and personalized learning models. The main contribution of AI in mathematics subject is the provision of concepts, method, and tools for designing computer-based systems that are flexible and relevant for teaching and learning purposes. AI can be maximized for the purposes of monitoring students' characteristics, competencies, and physiological development. The use of AI in mathematical learning shows very promising potential to help students overcome obstacles in understanding and mastering material, help teachers to make learning easier, and create interesting innovation. So important for teachers to know and explore the use and benefits of AI in mathematics learning. In this research or paper, we use descriptive research with a qualitative approach with systematic literature review method. The data is article from various databases such as Google Scholar, Garuda, Portal, and ERIC. With article theme is AI and mathematics learning. And then analysis model, we use data collection, verification, and drawing conclusion. Based from the article that we reviewed, we suggest several using of AI. Number one, using AI to personalize learning. Rough data analysis such as learning history, test result, learning styles, and student preference. AI can identify each student's strengths, weakness, and areas that need to be improved. Mathematics learning software that uses AI can adjust the difficulty level of questions according to students' abilities, helping increasing learning motivation. Utilizing AI using ChatGPT enables personalized of learning by adapting learning materials and methods to individual needs. So with the using AI, teacher can teach with like student competencies. This AI technology allows students or users to get services like personal assistant. AI will collect data from learning activities that have been carried out by users and then will provide alternative learning solution that suits the user's needs. Apart from using ChatGPT, there are several platforms that the teachers can use to personalize mathematics, like Alex, Genergy Learning, Newton, Century, and Timbuk Learning. And then number 2 is use of AI as an automatic assessment and proofreader. The use of AI as an automatic assessment maker and corrector in mathematical learning is an example of how technology can enrich the learning experience and save time for teachers. The use of AI in learning can make it easier for teachers to prepare and hold quizzes and tests easily and practically. Teachers no longer need to create questions and correct questions manually. The AI system can automatically analyze and correct the answer, providing instant feedback to learners about the correctness or error in their answer. So by use of AI, teacher can make quiz rapidly and efficiently. One example of applying AI to create automated assessment and correction is the Kerja platform or quizzes platform. And then there are other platform like Kerja, Kuya, ProProof, Tesmos, Quizstar, Virtual, and Google Form that can teachers use to make tests and proofread automatically. This feature can be used by teachers to create very interactive assessment. Teachers can also set it to correct automatically, and students can immediately find out the score they have obtained. Number 3, the use of AI is virtual tutor for students. AI virtual tutors in mathematics learning not only provide learning material, but also provide interactive explanation. The AI system can identify areas that are difficult for students to understand and provide further explanation using various media such as graphics, animation, and video. AI can carry out conversation. User can start asking various kinds of questions. Then AI will answer them like a conversation with a human. Apart from the AI also provide various kind of information. Users can find various type of information easily through AI technology. You can ask question and I will share answer according to the appropriate questions. Some AI can use a virtual tutor like ChatGPT, Photomat, Kanda, Automat, and any other. And then AI can also be used an audio virtual tutor. With the help of this audio-based AI, it will be able to help audio type student or blind students to understand mathematics subject matter. As Google Assistant, Clayton, or Math Companion. And then the fourth, using AI is a game-based interactive learning tool. Educational games are game-based interactive learning media that have knowledge content in the form of learning material and quizzes that increase and provide positive stimulation to students' knowledge and learning outcomes with an interesting and fun learning process. Important to play mathematical learning games for students to increase their understanding of mathematical formulas and insight into the importance of mathematics. Educators have a good opportunity to use game design components and apply them to learning that is tailored to the curriculum. Games must have an interactive interface design and content fun elements. Game-based learning technology applied by teachers can be an alternative to increase students' enthusiasm, interest, and interest in learning in more positively to understand difficult mathematics. Teachers can use like Edu Candy, Word Wall, Khan Academy, Minecraft, and education.com that contain mathematics game based interactive learning. The conclusion, the use of artificial intelligence has changed various aspects of human life, including in the education sector. AI has played a vital role in revolutionizing that way we learn, teach, and manage education system. With its ability to quickly collect, analyze, and interpret data, AI has opened the door of significant innovation in learning experiences and educational efficiency. Basically, AI is the ability of a machine or computer system to execute tasks that require human intelligence. In the educational context, AI can be applied in various ways, from adaptive learning to more efficient school administration. The use of AI in education brings a number of potential benefits, including personalization of learning, predictive analytics, and increasing educational accessibility. That's all my presentation. Thank you so much for your nice attention, and I'm sorry for any mistake. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nur Wahid and
Okay.
Sofia Ashar ya.
Yes.
Where is Mr. Sofia Ashar?
Maybe she's busy.
Okay. Please give reaction for Mr. Nur Wahid. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nur Wahid, for the reviews, yeah,
Yes.
the paper about the
Use of AI in mathematical learning.
Thank you. The next presenter, Mr. Muhammad Iqbal Haris from Palembang, South Sumatra. Are you ready? Iqbal Haris? Okay, all presenter, if you have a question for Mr. Nur Wahid or Ms. Lumaul Adila, yeah, you can write your, if you have question, you can write first your question and you can read after all presenter presenting their presentation. Sudah siap, Pak Iqbal? If you didn't ready, we will go to the next presenter. Oh, sudah, oke. Okay. Cek mic-nya dulu. Open your mic, microphone.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Iqbal Haris, time is yours. First, you can introduce yourself and your time just 10 minutes.
Okay. The Honorable Miss Kulsum as moderator, Miss Hifaul as host, and all of participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah Sayyidina Muhammadin ibni Abdillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Haris. I'm from State Islamic University Raden Fatah Palembang. Okay, I will to explain my paper about Bupin 4.0 as support for blended learning. Okay, the introduction is the use of technology in the world of education, especially in learning systems, has changed conventional learning systems or traditional patterns into modern patterns using information and communication technology or ICT. And the development of learning media is currently quite widely implemented. However, the curriculum always changes with the times. So the formulas is how is Bupin 4.0 can adapt the learning according to the demands of the times. And the second, how to use Bupin 4.0 towards learning at school. Next, the research method used is a case study with a qualitative approach. This aims to uncover the Bupin 4.0 case, which is currently being used in various schools. And we will discuss about Bupin 4.0. So Bupin 4.0, or an abbreviation for interactive learning book, is an innovative and futuristic learning book that prioritizes the hybrid learning method. The reason it is called Bupin 4.0 is because this book was introduced during the Industrial Revolution 4.0. And then blended learning is basically a combination of the advantage of face-to-face and virtual learning. Blended learning is a learning method carried out by combining face-to-face learning, print technology, audio technology, audiovisual technology, computer technology, and mobile learning technology. Blended learning-based learning began when computers were discovered, although before that, we also combinations learning occurred initially because of face-to-face interaction and interaction between teachers and students. After the printing machines was discovered, students used print media. When audiovisual media was discovered, learning research in learning combined teachers, print media, and audiovisual. And the result, how is Bupin 4.0 can adapt the learning according to demands of the times. So Bupin 4.0, or an abbreviation for interactive learning books, is the first learning media in Indonesia that is able to implement the blended learning method system, namely learning that combines online learning and face-to-face learning using physical book media combined with digital technology. And the reason it is called Bupin 4.0 because this book was introduced during the Industrial Revolution 4.0. However, this book is still present and still used today in schools, even though we have entered the Industrial Revolution 5.0, because this book has been integrated with hybrid learning. And the second results, how to use Bupin 4.0 towards learning at school. Yeah, there are many schools that use this book. Yeah, one of which is MTS Negeri 1 Palembang. The reason for using this book because the book is an interactive futuristic learning concept that prioritizes the blend learning method, namely a learning concept that relies on a combination of online learning in the classroom and online learning. The interactive learning book has also been designed use the latest concept with the modernization of technological media in the form of several features, such as super interactive learning, animation videos according to the material, online exam features, and their development in the form of ATM exams, as well as information about education package in the form of articles and videos. This blueprint, is also prepared based on the current curriculum in accordance with madrasah education regulations in Indonesia, in accordance with KMA number 183 of 2019. Based on this curriculum, the teaching and learning process is focused on scientific learning to form knowledge competencies, skill competencies, and attitude competencies. So the book is integrated with character education, which is expected to help shape students' character. And so the conclusion is from the points above, Blueprint 4.0 is one of the media that is very helpful in the blended learning system, which refers to learning that combines or mixes face-to-face learning and computer-based learning, which is in accordance with the demands of current developments. Blueprint is recognized as effective for learning because it is integrated with current learning methods. In addition to several features that support students' understanding when online, one of which is super interactive learning animation videos, online evaluations, and many more. And Blueprint is currently being used in various schools, one of which is MTS Negeri 1 Palembang, MAN 2 Palembang, and then SMA Negeri 3 Palembang, and others. Okay, I think that's all of my presentation. Thank you very much for attention. Wallahu muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Muhammad Iqbal Haris. Wait, you can open your camera. What does Blueprint stand for?
The Blueprint itu sebuah modul di dalam ada pembelajaran untuk pembelajaran yang menyatu dengan integrasi dengan pembelajaran blended learning gitu.
Maybe Blueprint is an acronym. Bukan.
Yes.
Karena tidak dijelaskan tadi singkatan Blueprint itu apa, kepanjangannya. Okay, we give reaction for Mr. Muhammad Iqbal Haris, ya. Thank you very much. Okay, the next presenter, Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman from UIN Fatmawati Bengkulu, ya. Are you ready, Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman? Sudah siap? I can hear your voice. Ya, belum terdengar suaranya. Yang lain bisa mendengar? Yeah, I think
there is no sound.
trouble with your. I can hear your voice, Mr. Taufik. Mr. Dedi sudah di sini belum? Dedi Effendi. Mr. Dedi nggak ada, Mbak Host. Oh, ya. Khairatul Ni'amah. Khairatul Ni'amah.
Check. Can you hear me, Miss?
Oh iya. Ya, clear.
Okay.
Siap?
Clear?
Ya, clear. Time is yours,
Okay, baik.
Mr. Muhammad Taufik.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable Miss Kusum as a moderator and all presenter in this afternoon in International Conference on Religion, Science and Education 2023. Okay, the first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Taufik. I'm from Bengkulu in Islamic State University of Fatmawati Soekarno Bengkulu. I want to presenting my paper that digital literacy and teacher effort in its utilization in Islamic religious education by learning. Okay. Background, digital literacy is one part of the national literacy movement initiated by the government to support the creation of superior human resources, which aims to provide basic literacy that individuals must have as part of their ability to survive in the 21st century. So, this study aims to analyze digital literacy among students and its correlation with student learning outcomes in PI learning. And to find out the effort by my teacher in utilizing digital literacy in PI learning at SMP 5 in Lebong Regency in Bengkulu Province. Because so many frameworks have been developed, you can see the figure related to digital literacy. In this study, researchers used the digital literacy index developed by Hague and Python, which suggests that digital literacy is concept of technological interaction and user is in its effective use. Digital literacy is also considered the ability to create and share in different modes and form, create, collaborate, and communicate more effectively, and understand how and when to use digital technology well to support this concept. Beside Hague and Python, there have 8 component, the first and functional skill and beyond. In the first ability related to knowledge, understanding, and skill in using technology. B, creativity. It is a component related to the ability to think imaginatively, innovatively, and develop ideas in creating a product in various formats and models by utilizing digital technology. The third one is collaboration. It is ability to build collaboration in the form of dialogue, discussion, and building ideas together in digital space. The fourth one, communication, is a component that measures a person's ability to communicate via digital media. And then the fifth one, the ability to find and select information, is the ability to search, select, and be careful with information in the digital space and use search sources selectively. The sixth one, critically thinking and evaluation, and then cultural and social understanding, and the last is safety, is the ability to use digital media safely and guarantees user to explore, create, collaborate with digital technology. This is important because good literacy will make it easier for students to understand and operate various electronic devices used by teachers during the learning process. After knowing the student's digital literacy index, the researchers continue by looking at the correlation with PI learning outcomes for one semester. Of course, this is based on the research assumption that a good digital literacy index will have a positive correlation with student learning outcomes. This assumption is based on the result of research conducted by Hafiza regarding the use computer laboratories, which can arouse students' interest in learning at SMPN 5 Lebong. Apart from that, researchers are also interested in the various efforts made by teachers in utilizing digital technology in PI learning so that student interest can increase than before. This research used approach with mixed method with quantitative and qualitative approach. Okay. And after carrying about calculation using the help of Microsoft Excel with Maman Jawahari formula, sample size formula by Maman Jawahari. So the sample of this research have 109 samples. Result and discussion from the chart above. The highest score is 72.53 in the dimension of creativity. You can see the red one, this. The use of a computer laboratory in pi learning carried out at SMP 5 Lebong provides support from students' digital literacy index, so that student creativity becomes better in studying pi material through the use of digital-based media. This is also in line with student digital literacy ability to be more active in searching for and finding information related to pi material through digital-based media. And then indicate by score 70.45 in the dimension, the ability to find and select information. The blue one, you can see this. In this case, someone with good digital literacy is required to be careful in selecting and finding information with the help of digital media. Overall, the digital literacy index for class 8 students and SMP 5 Lebong is 61.40. These numbers fall into categories intermediate, seen from the 8 component of digital literacy by Hagu and Python. And next, from the data below, you can see conclude that the pi learning outcomes of class 8 student in the event semester of the 2022 and 23 academic year are the good category with an accumulated percentage of 77.97% spread across 3 classifications, namely a percentage of 23.85% in the high pi learning outcomes category, with a percentage of 54.12% of student pi learning outcomes are the medium category, and the next 22% student pi learning outcome are the low category. And this is correlation with help in SPSS. From the SPSS output result in the table is obtained. The correlation coefficient value is 0.5017, which has a positive sign, meaning there is an unidirectional relationship. So the higher to digital literacy index, to better the student pi learning outcome will be. Based on the SPSS analysis that was carried out previously, it was found that the correlation coefficient was 0.501, which was positive, meaning there was a unidirectional and significant relationship between the digital literacy index and the students' pi learning outcomes. Based on the result of interview conduct, there are 3 categories of effort made by teachers in utilizing students' digital literacy in pi learning. First, become an agile and technology-based facilitator. The second one, the effort made by pi teacher at SP 5 Lebong were to build communication with the school principal. The communication question was collaborate with the head of the curriculum as well as the principal of head of computer laboratory. And the last one, the final effort made by teacher is innovative and creativity. Conclusion, the digital literacy index for class 8 students at SMP 5 Lebong is at the intermediate level with a score of 61.4. This show that students are used to using technology in Islamic education learning at school. Even though they are still at the intermediate stage, student digital skills still need to be developed so they are able to use digital more effectively. Then, based on analysis, it is known that the correlation is quite strong between student digital literacy index and Pi learning outcome with an R value of 0.501. This showed that the better the student's digital literacy, the stronger the relationship with Pi learning outcomes. Finally, the effort by my teacher to utilize students' digital literacy are categorized into three. The first, becoming agile and technology-based facilitator. Second one, building communication with school principal. And three, innovation and creativity. It is how that digital literacy in Pi Learning will provide students with a better understanding of technology, as well as being an incentive for teachers to continue to facilitate to use digital in Pi Learning. Maybe this is enough my presentation. Thank you for your attention and last, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman. Please give reaction for him. Yeah, four presenters have presented their result of their research. Yeah, or maybe you have a question. You just write. Yeah, you just write and read after all presenters presenting their presentation. The next presenter is Miss Khairatul Ni'am.
Yes, check.
Yeah.
My son can hear Miss.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Kulsum as moderator and all audience and presenter. Today I would like to presenting my result of research about online learning and cognitive sensory of students in learning Ulumul Hadis based on WhatsApp group. The introduction: WhatsApp group is used as a distance learning platform during the COVID-19 pandemic. In connection with this method, the basic thing that must be considered is how the transformation of knowledge can be absorbed perfectly, even though in this process problems are often encountered which become the main obstacle. These obstacles can come from technical and non-technical factors, like the tools used in learning or even in the transformation of knowledge. It less accepted because it cannot be held face to face. This article aims to examine biology students' reception of the WhatsApp group learning platform in the Ulumul Hadis course at UIN Sunan Kalijaga, Yogyakarta regarding learning styles and learning system and sensory cognitive include motivation, comprehension, competence, memory, and implementation. This research is a descriptive analysis research, and the research data was taken from a questionnaire reviewed via Google Form to 73 students consisting of biology class A and B. And the result, first, students' learning style and WhatsApp group learning system. Actually, online learning will be more meaningful if the method is able to accommodate the different learning style of student. A learning style greatly influences student learning outcomes. There are three types of learning styles, namely visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. According to the autopsy, it varies learning style are supported and fulfilled by environmental, it will greatly influence better learning outcome. Therefore, learning style should be in accordance with the method used in learning. The data obtains. There are several shortcomings regarding the WhatsApp group digital platform in welcoming online learning. This is deficiency appear to be present when students have a tendency to learn actively using direct interaction method, because this interaction will be produce movement that direct and make it easier for student to respond quickly. The kinesthetic student in this method can difficult to receive the information from the teacher or the discussion in the WhatsApp group, because they have the method direct. And we can look at the system and communication in Hadis online learning using WhatsApp group. It is very suitable for the student who like semi-two-way learning communication patterns. This is supported by the existence of a system that has been agreed upon between lecturer and student, so that online learning is direct and conducive. And the second, student sensory cognitive in learning ulum hadis using WhatsApp group. The data above shows that many 84.8% of biology students are motivated to study ulumul hadis using WhatsApp group. Fashion culture like this mean the student have skills in learning, taking processes, and motivating themselves to achieve learning goals. The skills are usually referred to as self-regulated learning and self-regulated online learning. So, SRL refer to students' self-control to achieve their goals in the learning. The student, if they have motivation, so their self will be motivated to reach their goals in the studying ulumul hadis using WhatsApp group. So they quick understanding because external sensory input. And the next, apakah belajar ulumul hadis secara daring melalui WhatsApp group dapat meningkatkan pemahaman materi perkuliahan? From the result and the data above, information was obtained that more than 90% of biology students state that only learning using WhatsApp group increase understanding in studying ulumul hadis. So it can be concluded that their understanding can be supported by WhatsApp group platform features, which make it easier for students and lecturers to send file or work by voice note or file, and to explain material with the text or answer the question in discussion group. And the next, apakah belajar ulumul hadis secara daring menggunakan WhatsApp group dapat meningkatkan daya ingat materi pembelajaran? And the data above say more than 85.7% of biology students states that online learning using WhatsApp group was able to improve memory. So with WhatsApp group, the student can memorize their knowledge that learned in WhatsApp group, and they can internalize their knowledge in their life. And the last, apakah pembelajaran dari ulumul hadis melalui WhatsApp group mampu memberikan motivasi mahasiswa untuk mempraktikkan materi dalam kehidupan? The result of the data above show that WhatsApp group is able to provide stimulation to students to internalize the lecture material, which is ulumul hadis. So the knowledge can kept by lecturer can stimulate the student to internalize the knowledge in their life. And the conclusion about my research is first, that the learning and communication styles of biology students are different, but with the WhatsApp group learning system, which has been changed with lecture, and student can accommodate all student needs. And the second, related to sensory cognitive analysis, student perception data, one, as many 84.9% of students started the WhatsApp group as an online learning platform, was able to increase motivation to learn ulumul hadis. Two, as many, more than 95% state that WhatsApp group increased understanding. Three, more than 85% state that WhatsApp group improved material retention. And fourth, more than 90% state that learning through WhatsApp group was able to reflect lecture material in everyday life. It is suspect that WhatsApp group is a social media that has complete feature and is most often used to communicate and convey message, making WhatsApp group an easy platform that can be used a medium for discussion and dissemination of academic information within the university environment. In addition, learning activities based on the comprehensive use of WhatsApp group platform technology with guide students' understanding of learning. I think enough for my presenting. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Miss Khairatul Ni'amah, ya. Give reaction for Miss Khairatul Ni'amah. Very nice. And then we go to the next presenter, Miss Suci Herwani. Oh, yeah. Miss Nur Aini Farida. Are you there? Miss Nur Aini Farida, where are you? Miss Nurul Aini, Nur Aini and Nurul Aini, ya. Nurul Aini from Kediri, East Java. Mana ini Nurul Aini?
It's me, Cecilia. So this is our research. Yeah.
Okay, Nurul Aini and Cecilia.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes, Mrs.
Okay, time is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Mrs. Kulsum. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Please
Okay.
share.
Thank you.
So, right.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. The Honorable Mrs. Kulsum Nur Hayati as the moderator and all of the presenters. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Cecilia Fahima Faradiba from Islamic Institute of Kediri, and I would like to present the research conducted by me and my partner, Nurul Aini. The title is The Use of Machine Translation for Legal Documents of University Students in English Department class. So this is the introduction, the research background. So the need of the use of English language is unavoidable this time, and people use various ways in order to be able to use English language, and one of them is by doing translation. And as the improvement of technology, there is also the improvement in the translation area, that is the existence of machine translation, or people usually call it SMT. And based on the observation on the translation for legal document classes, English Department IAI and Kediri, students use the help of machine translation while they are translating legal documents. But why should machine translation and legal documents? So machine translation or automatic translation is a translation that is performed fully or partially by computer. There are some kind of machine translation such as Google Translate, Cat Tools, or another applications such as dictionary and etc. And the students use this machine translation in order to help them in the process of translating legal document. A legal document is a part of legal writing. It is used in the professional area like law or another legal institution. The example of legal document is such as birth certificate or term of use, term of conduct, and etc. And it is one of the most difficult among the translation area because it needs accurate and correct translation, and as it use legal terminology. There are also some previous studies analyze the use of machine translation. The first is the study by Marito and Ashari 2017 to analyze EFL students' perception of machine translation in translating foreign language. And then the second is the research by Sujarwa 2020 to analyze students' perception on the use of machine translation in translation at EFL classroom. But it will be different if we talk about the use of machine translation in translating legal document, as it is one of the most difficult translation work. And therefore, the objective of this research are first to describe the use of machine translation in translating legal documents by students, and then the second is to describe students' perception about the effect of using machine translation in translating legal document. The study is qualitative descriptive. The data were collected by using open-ended questionnaire via Google Form. Consists of 7 items modified from Sujarwa 2020, and the participants are 10 6-semester students of translation for legal document class G, English Department, State Islamic Institute of Kediri. And this is the findings. The first is for the use of machine translation in translating legal document. The first is for the frequency of using machine translation. So based on the result, most all of the students use the help of machine translation while translating legal document. In the table is the examples, some examples of the students' answers, such as the answer from NAS saying that I always use machine translation to translate legal document. And for the kind of machine translation, students use various kind of machine translation, but all of them use Google Translate, and some of them collaborate it with the use of application such as dictionary application. And the next is for the usage time. So the students use the machine translation in order to help them when they have difficulty in vocabularies or when they find unfamiliar word in the source language. And some of them also use it in another situation, such as the answer from WHM that use machine translation while in a hurry situation to translate legal documents. And for the problems, students also found some problems while using machine translation, such as the result have grammatical or error in wrong order, or can adapt the culture of source language to the target language, or the content is inappropriate with the legal document area. And the next is the way to overcome the problems. Although the student have the problems in the translation, in using machine translation, but they also have their own ways to overcome the problem, such as if it is related to the grammar, they will use another website or application to correct the grammar, or if it is related to the inappropriate word, they will replace the word. And the next is about students' perception about the effect of using machine translation in translating legal document. So the first is related to the helpfulness of machine translation and the advantages of machine translation. All of the students say that machine translation is helpful from them in translating legal document for different reasons. Some of them say that using machine translation is easier because they just need to copy the source language to the machine translation, and then it will appear the target language. Or it makes them faster to translate, and they believe that the result is better rather than doing manual translation, although sometimes they need to do post editing to edit the result. And the next is the disadvantage of machine translation. Although machine translation have some disadvantage and it's helpful, there is also some disadvantage, and it is all related to the problems, such as the meaning doesn't make sense, or the result is out of context, give confusing result, or there is a grammatical error. You can see in the table the example of the answer from the participants, such as the answer from EIR say that there are so many results of translation that are out of context and also have grammatical errors. And then the next is the discussion. So from the result of this research, it is found that students use machine translation to help them translate the legal document. The kind of machine translation were various, such as Google Translate. And the use is for different kind of reasons, such as when they are in a hurry situation, or they don't know about the vocabulary or find unfamiliar word. And students also find some problems in the process and also in the result of the use of machine translation in translating legal document, because some of machine translation need internet connection, and in the process they sometimes have problems in the internet connection, and for the result is like the error of grammatical, and most of them is the inappropriate result in the legal document area. And even though they have problem, they also have their own way to overcome the problem, and most of them by doing post editing and recheck again about the result from the machine translation and make sure that the word use and the grammar have been correct. And related to the students' perception on the use of machine translation in translating legal document, all of the students say that machine translation is very helpful for them because it is easier, faster, or more practical, even though it is also have some disadvantages. And the last is the conclusion. So the first conclusion, students frequently use machine translation in translating legal documents. The kind of machine translation that is used was various, such as Google Translate and CAT tools. And then the second, students have positive perception of the use of machine translation in translating legal documents. Machine translation is very beneficial for them because it helps them in translating legal document, although sometimes the result of the translation are inappropriate with the legal document translation area. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Cecilia from Kampung Inggris, Kediri ya? Oh no, from IAIN Kediri ya. Yeah, very nice presentation. Please give reaction for Miss Cecilia. Okay, thank you very much. I think all the research topic and findings are interesting, yeah. So you can write your question or maybe in chat box, yeah. And then you can read after all presenter presenting their presentation. Next, welcome back Ms. Suci Herwani.
Oke, thank you, Miss. Mohon maaf ya, Miss. Tadi listrik mati, kemudian ada ini dulu. Terima kasih. Oke,
Okay, no problem.
izin
Now time
untuk
is done.
share
Are you
screen.
ready?
Oke, ya. Oke, I'm ready. Yes, okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Suci Hirwani. I am come from IAIN Kudus. Okay, in this section, I would like to presentation about using the Canva application in writing news text at Hadika Integrated Vocational School Jepara. Next, Miss. Okay.
Hello, Miss Suci, where are you? Wow, what happened with Miss Suci ya? Apakah ada yang belum presentasi? Mr. Jadi Effendi? Miss Nur Aini? Oh yeah, we are waiting for Miss Suci, Mr. Dedi, and Miss Nur Aini ya. Maybe we can go to discuss session. Sambil menunggu Miss Suci dan yang lain hadir ya. We go to the next session. Maybe you have question for other presenter. Please raise your hand. Oh ya, ini Pak Nur Wahid. Raise hand ya. Ini mungkin stop share dulu aja, Mbak. Oke, Mr. Nur Wahid.
Okay. I will ask to 3% presenter, maybe one. Two. Number one, I want to ask to Miss Lumaul. The title development of an AI
Miss
virtual
Lumaul.
assistant. Yes.
Miss Lumaulnya hilang ya, nggak ada ini.
Oh, there isn't. If there isn't, I want to ask to Mr. Muhammad Taufik.
Ya, Muhammad Taufik ada.
Okay.
Yes.
The title of Mr. Muhammad Taufik, digital literacy. Yes. Okay. I want to ask, how is the characteristic or indicator of student that can be called he has good digital literacy in PAI learning? How is the character we can call the student has good digital literacy in PAI learning? Okay.
Okay, Miss Taufik, you can answer Mr. Nur Wahid question. Miss Suci, wait a minute ya.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kusum, Mr. Wahid. Thank you for the question. For the question, character student that have good digital literacy in the PI learning, yes. The first, we can see with digital literacy index from the questionnaire by Hagu and Python. If they have a good result as professional pro, like pro user, they can
be the good. They have good digital literacy, but in the pi learning, in this case, I just see that student can be use the computer research the material of pi, and then they have make a product by digital media. That's enough, yes, in this case. But in the general, maybe we can we have many like instrument or approach, so we can see the result better than this case. Maybe this my question, Miss Kusum. Thank you for Mr. Nurwahid.
Okay, thank you for your answer. So if you want to know the student has good digital literacy, we can see that he or she can use computer, and then some we can use some test, maybe
Yes,
some.
yes,
Oh gitu.
yes.
Okay,
In this
thank
case,
you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Taufik.
okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman and Mr. Nur Wahid. It has been answered your question, Mr. Nur Wahid.
Okay.
Sudah terjawab. Sudah terjawab. Sudah. Miss Suci Herwani. Miss Suci, hello, Miss Suci.
Hello, Mom. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. And Miss Sifaul bisa minta tolong untuk bantu share screen. Mohon maaf tidak bisa mengaktifkan video ya Bu, karena terpental lagi Bu.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Please
Okay,
time is
thank
yours.
you. Okay, okay. In this occasional, I would like to presentation. Okay, introduction. In the era digital, teachers are required to be able to create interesting and innovative learning. One way is by taking advantage of technological development by artificial intelligence, and then various AI application can be used in learning to write new text, one of which is using application Canva. Learning to write is not easy. There are several things that must be considered, namely actually in the use of spelling and sentence structure. By collaborating application Canva in writing new text, it is hope that can be learning to write will be fun. Next, Miss. Metodologi yang digunakan yakni menggunakan descriptive qualitative approach, and then data sources, new text and questionnaire, data research, sentence quote and answer from the questionnaire, and then data collection methods by questionnaire, library technique, listening, and talking notes. And then the result. Error in using various language in writing news text, including inaccurate sentence structure and inaccurate writing of ejaan yang disempurnakan, atau biasa kita sebut dengan EYD. Inaccuracy in sentence structure occur when the choice of word dictionary is inaccurate, resulting in the sentence being written to be ineffective. Apart from dictionary, the cause of inaccurate sentence structure occurs due to words scattering inaccurate. In writing EYD are found in capital letters, abbreviation, preposisi D, and then affixation D, and standard word. Next, Miss. Okay, and then using Canva, relating to use of the Canva application in writing news text. Overall, the student response was very exhausted about using the Canva application in writing news text because this was something new from them, and then the news is made more interesting in terms of appearance. And then the conclusion is technological advance in the digital era have given birth to various applications that can be used by humans. Various innovation in the field of technology have great benefit, one of which is in the world of education. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a breakthrough in the field of technology. One form of AI that can be used to support learning in the Canva application. The Canva application has interesting features and is easy to apply. This application can be applied in news text writing skill. Various template can be selected according to the needs. And then there are several things that must be considered when writing news, including the use of spelling. Student ignores or lack of accuracy in writing news result in various error. The error include inaccurate sentence structure and inaccurate writing of ejaan yang disempurnakan. Thank you, Ma'am. Saya kembalikan kepada moderator. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you, Miss Suci Herwani. Thanks for your effort. Ya, sudah berusaha meskipun kondisi
Okay.
padam ya.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just give reaction for Miss Suci Herwani. Stop set, Miss. Please stop set dulu. Iya. Next presenter, siapa yang belum ya? Nur Aini Farida, ada? Oh ya. We will go to the next agenda discussion ya. Second discussion. Maybe Mr. Taufik or Miss Cecilia, Miss Saira, and Miss Sophia, Miss Suci have a question for others. Ada pertanyaan Mbak? Selain yang tadi mungkin Miss Cecilia? Khairatun ni'am. Khairatun ni'amah. Miss Muhammad Taufik, ada pertanyaan? Miss Cecilia? We just have 7 presenters ya. Lumatul Adillah, development of an AI virtual assistant to assist teachers in providing personalized feedback to students. Muhammad Nur Wahid and Sophia Ashar, a literature review. The use of artificial intelligence or AI in mathematics learning. And Muhammad Iqbal Haris, tadi mana ya Muhammad Iqbal Haris ya? Bupin. Oh ya. I'm curious with Bupin ya. Bupin itu apa ya? Bupin 4.0. And then Muhammad Taufikur Rahmat, digital literacy and teacher effort in its utilization in Islamic religious education learning. Ya. Khairutul Ni'amah, online learning and cognitive sensory of students in learning Ummul Hadis. based on WhatsApp group. Yeah. And then Suci Herwani, using the Canva application in writing news text at Hazikiah Integrated Vocational School in Jepara. And the last, Nurul Aini. Nurul Aini and Cecilia Fahima Faradiba, the use of machine translation for legal documents of university students in English department class. Yeah, maybe you interest to ask others, researchers. Mau bertanya? Tidak ini? Kalau tidak ya sudah cukup. Sudah selesai. Ada pertanyaan? Silakan. Oh ya, ini masih ada waktu 15 minutes ya. Kalau sudah oke. Ini masih ada Pak Dedi dan Nur Aini, tapi karena tidak ada konfirmasi begitu ya, sehingga tidak bisa hadir ya. Pak Dedinya kenapa ya Mbak? Oh, Pak Dedi tidak ada sinyal di Bukit Tinggi ya, karena dia ada di hills ya, Bukit Tinggi, high hills. Oke. Kalau Miss Nur Aini Farida, kenapa?
Jadi moderator Bu di klaster lain.
Oke. Oke, kalau tidak ada, maybe one by one give a closing statement ya. Dari Pak Nur Wahid, terus Mbak Cecilia, Mbak Khairatun Ni'amah, and then Mr. Taufikur Rahman, dan Suci Herwani ya. Sofia tadi, partnernya siapa tadi Sofia? Nur Wahid ya. Silahkan start from Mr. Nur Wahid, you can give a closing statement.
Okay, my closing statement is we can use AI to help us as a teacher to manage the learning process and to help the students to understanding the material. Yes, yes, from me.
Okay, thank you very much. Give reaction for Mr. Nur Wahid. Yeah. Then Miss Cecilia.
Yes, Mrs. Maybe my closing statement is that right now there is so many kind of technology that we can use to help us to be able to use English language, because English language is very important in this era, I think. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Cecilia. Miss Cecilia is English lecturer, docent.
No, I've just graduated. Baru saja lulus kemarin.
Very nice. Nice quotes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Give reaction for Miss Cecilia. And then closing statement for Miss Khairul Ni'amah.
Okay, thank you. My closing statement almost same with Miss Cecilia. We can use the technology or media platform to learning to make easier to transfer knowledge teacher and student. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Give reaction for Miss Khairul Ni'amah. All participants, there is Miss Nur Aini Farida ya. Ada Miss Nur Aini Farida ini baru bergabung. Kita beri kesempatan.
Yes, Miss Kosum, can I deliver my presentation? I'm sorry.
Yeah. After Miss Nur Aini Farida presenting her presentation, we will go to Muhammad Taufik with his closing statement. Yeah. Okay, Miss Nur Aini Farida, are you ready?
Yes, Miss.
Please, the time is about 10 minutes ya, maksimal 10 menit.
Okay. Could you see my presentation, Miss Kulsum?
Yes, clear.
Yes, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the chance. I'm sorry for my late. And today I will deliver my presentation. Maybe I will go briefly. And the paper, our paper is Student Perception or Artificial Intelligence Use in Learning Process, case study of PI students at Singapore Bangsa University, Karawang. I think I don't have to spoke about this. Maybe okay. And in higher education, the use of artificial intelligence, particularly generative AI, such as ChatGPT, for enhancing students' learning experience through its ability to respond to user prompt to generate highly original output. This is the result of the finding Chan and Hu 2023. And then example of artificial intelligence such as chatbots, smart assistants, etc., etc. And then maybe I go with materials and method. This is descriptive qualitative research, and this is semi-structured interviews with 18 students at Islamic Religious Education Study Program. And the research question is, how do the student perceive the use of AI in learning, and what the impact do you feel when AI and after using AI in the learning process? And the third and the fourth, what is your concern if AI heavily used, and can AI replace the current teacher, and why? Okay, the first, student perception about AI. In particularly, some of students think that AI is a greatly aids in their quest for knowledge and task completion. However, as a learner and future educators, we must be able to use AI responsibly without sacrificing our inherent intelligence. And the next of some of students did that as a future teacher, technology will be very useful in accessing or locating educational resources or media to support the teaching and learning process. And then a positive impact of AI in learning process, a self-directed learning, immediate feedback, a personalized learning, and efficiency in learning. And then what is the students' concern about relying too heavily on AI in learning? While artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize education, there are also potential drawbacks to relying too heavily on education. What are their thoughts about the concern? And the first one is lack of personalization. The second one is bias and discrimination. The third one is dependence on technology. And the fourth one is data privacy and security. The wider the use of AI in everyday life, the more we become dependent on the technology. One of students stated that it causes someone to grow reliant on the usefulness of the AI, making them lazy to seek out alternative sources of information. And then AI can contribute the laziness among students. I think this is the agree about the previous statement, and it can decline in literacy and critical thinking. One of students stated that I believe that my interest in literacy will be wane and my learning effort will be decreased if I keep using AI too much. And then what about their perception? Can AI replace the current teacher? And the result is As smart and efficient as AI is, teacher cannot be replaced. Teachers are a noble profession, and a teacher is followed and imitated by his students. And the conclusion about this research is the first one is students are believing that AI can enhance the learning experience and improve their academic performance. And the second one, AI has the potential to provide numerous benefits to both students and teachers, such as personalized learning, immediate feedback, improved accessibility, and improved teacher performance. And then students express their concern about the dehumanization of the learning experience and over reliance on technology. And the last one, it is important to strike a balance between AI integration and human cognition, and to ensure that students do not become too reliant and on AI generated content. Maybe that's all. Thank you, Miss Kulsum, for the time. And I will give the time back to Mrs. Kulsum. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Nur Aini Farida from Singa Perbangsa University Karawang.
Yes, Miss Kulsum. Karawang.
Yeah, we have 7 minutes more. Yeah, maybe other participants have a question for Miss Nur Aini. Ada pertanyaan untuk Miss Nur Aini? Tidak ada. Oke, kalau tidak ada, we go to closing statement ya for each participant. We go to Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman. Please.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Closing statement.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kulsum. My closing statement: as a technology users, we should know digital literacy. Yes, digital literacy as a part of the nation literacy movement. It should be a reminder that we are able to use technology for a good thing. Maybe this is my closing statement. Thank you very much for having me in this conference. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman. Please give reaction for Mr. Muhammad Taufikur Rahman. And then Miss Cecilia tadi sudah belum? Oh, sudah ya.
Sudah.
Miss Koirul sudah ya. Miss Suci, maybe you have a closing statement.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I think AI can be used in the learning process in education. Thank you.
Okay, that is simple closing statement. Give reaction for Miss Suci. And then Miss Nur Aini, you have a closing statement. Oke, tidak ada. Baik. Ada Miss Nur Aini, you have a closing statement.
Okay, Miss Kulsum, I'm so sorry because I do to Zoom in the same time. Maybe I can conclude that nowadays AI is very useful, but as an educator, as a teacher, as a learner, we have to do our role to shape their critical thinking, to shape their hardworking skills or collaboration or any 4CS skill or 6CS skills in this 21st century learning. And AI is very useful and we have to use AI wisely. Thank you, Ms. Kulsum.
Miss Kulsum masih unmute.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Taufik. Yeah, thank you very much. All participants give closing statement. Yeah, I think we until the end of the agenda ya sudah sampai akhir dari sesi kita. Teman-teman semua, all participants, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience through international conference on religion, science, and education. We are agree that the use of AI technologies can improve efficiency, productivity, and ease in various aspects of human life, especially in learning or education. Jadi AI sangat bermanfaat ya untuk pendidikan begitu. And the next December, I will attend Google Invitation. Kebetulan saya salah seorang Google Innovator, and I got invitation from Google to discuss about AI in Sydney next December, from 6 to 8 December. Hope it will running well ya. Very curious about AI from Google ya. Jadi Google selama ini yang banyak mengembangkan teknologi AI dan alhamdulillah saya berkesempatan untuk menghadiri simposium Google yang membahas tentang AI besok bulan Desember. Okay, all participants, thank you for your kind participation and attention. Hope we can improve our knowledge about the use of AI through this international conference on religion, science, and education. See you in the next conference in 2024. Terima kasih, mohon maaf jika banyak kekurangan. Saya akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kita ambil gambar.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Miss Elsa.
Thank you all participants.
Oke, silahkan. Boleh ambil gambar dulu.
1, 2, lagi Bu. 1, 2.
Sekarang nggak boleh dulu ya. Ini boleh nggak? Oke, terima kasih semuanya. Sampai ketemu lagi ya. Terima kasih.